CAT and other MBA entrance exams? BYJU'S Exam Prep, CAT and MBA, your one-stop solution for all MBA exams related questions. Watch unique strategies to ace CAT, XAT, SNAP, IIFT, TISNET, CMAT and other important MBA entrance exams. Tips and tricks to boost score, subject-wise and chapter-wise sessions, previous year's questions, exam-related update and notifications, live exam analysis and actual questions discussion. So why wait? Subscribe to BYJU'S Exam Prep, CAT and MBA YouTube channel and press the bell icon to stay updated.
Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. My name is Alpa Sharma and this is our editorial analysis. I hope I'm clearly visible and audible to everyone. Hi Shivam, good morning. Can you hear and see me clearly? If you could very quickly confirm that, we shall start with our session very, very soon. Good morning, good morning, good morning everyone. So today is a Thursday and good morning. Yes. Okay. So Brad, since you've asked, I'm not doing really well. I have a bad bout of food poisoning, some stomach infection. I don't know what has happened. So today's class was about to be cancelled, but then I thought, okay, I could take at least one article instead of two. So since I am not really well today, I'll be taking only one article, okay? Because it's going to be difficult for me. My stomach hurts. But nonetheless, we'll take one article, and this article has a lot of inferences to be done. Okay, so we'll read in between the lines and I'll be asking you many questions. The questions aren't written, but I'll be asking you many questions in between, like the previous class. Okay, and we'll try to understand what can be inferred, what is the conclusion, and multiple other things. 2 slides of vocabulary, tone of the author, summary, inferences, all this will be done in today's class. Okay, good morning. All right, so let's start with our vocabulary from today's class. This is the first slide. Okay, so the first word is a hiatus. A hiatus is a break or a pause that you take. You're driving on a highway for 2 hours, then आप break लेते हो, टी ब्रेक लेते हो, उस ब्रेक को भी आप hiatus बोल सकते हो. एक continuous process के बीच में जो break आता है, that's a hiatus usually. So there was a brief hiatus in the war with France. एक brief pause था, उस pause को या break को आप hiatus बोलेंगे. एक continuous process के बीच में break, remember that. That's the first word, hiatus. The next one. Yes, I missed that out. Rats. I'll check it today. Or maybe tomorrow when I feel better, I'll do that. Okay? Thank you so much for reminding. Next word is heralded. Heralded is एक omen, एक sign कि कुछ होने वाला है. काली बिल्ली रास्ता काटती है तो हमारे country में बोलते हैं it's a bad omen. It's so the black cat crossing your way, it heralds that something bad is about to happen. So basically indication of something about to happen, not necessarily bad, but something that's about to happen in the future is herald. They consider the first primroses as the herald of spring. इसका मतलब ये primroses जैसे ही दिखे, first primroses दिखे, these are flowers. There was an indication that spring has arrived or is about to come. So यहाँ देखो necessarily negative नहीं है. It could be an omen, an indication as well. Positive, negative, both. But telling something, indicating something about future is heralded. So that's the second word. Next one. Hi Devansh. Hi Sai. Good morning. Hi Tilak. Hi Roosters. Good morning. Okay. Ubiquity is सब जगह होना. Omnipresent. और बहुत common है. It's not rare is ubiquity. The ubiquity of mobile phones means that you don't really need a watch. This mobile phone devices are there with everyone. Everyone has it. And that's why people have stopped wearing watches, because the time is shown in the mobile phones as well. So ubiquity it's very common. It's present everywhere. It's in the reach of everyone is ubiquity. Did you get it? Hi Abhilasha. Good to see you. So that's word number 3. Let's look at word number 4. Trill. Trill is basically a quivering, wavering sound that's made by the birds. Not a very sweet cuckoo like music, बट एक वाइब्रेटिंग जो साउंड जो होता है ना, जो बर्ड्स करते हैं, दैट इज trilling. The skylark was trilling overhead. It was making those vibrating, quavering sounds overhead. So that's a typical bird's sound. That's a vibration kind of a sound. Is called a trill. The next word is anecdote. Anecdote is one word जो literature based articles में इतना common है. Anecdote is a short recollection of something that has happened with you or somebody else. बट एक रियलिटी के इंसिडेंट, जैसे आप और मैं चाय पे बैठे हैं, कॉफी पे बैठे हैं, हम बात करते हैं, मैं आपको कोई स्टोरी सुनाती हूँ किसी के बारे में, किसी पर्सन के बारे में या मेरे एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में. वो शॉर्ट स्टोरीज जो कि थोड़ी अम्यूजिंग होती है, फनी होती है, उन शॉर्ट स्टोरीज को हम एनेक्डोट्स बोलते हैं. These are short stories but amusing ones, usually a recollection of an event that had happened earlier is an anecdote. He told anecdotes about his job. उसके जॉब में जो भी फनी चीजें हुई थी, छोटी छोटी एक्सपीरियंसेस, he was sharing that. Those are anecdotes. Slide number 1. जल्दी से स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो सब लोग. Send me a done when if you have understood all the words and you don't have doubts here. Okay, let's move to the next slide, everyone. Slide number 2. Ominously. ये भी omen होता है. Something bad is up, but remember, ominously is related for negative words. हमने heralded word किया था, that was not necessarily for negative, it was for positive as well. But ominously, something bad is about to happen in the future. Thunderclouds loomed ominously overhead. मतलब कुछ खराब होने वाला है, maybe storm आने वाला है या cyclone आने वाला है or something of that sort. So something bad is about to happen is ominously. Then we have peril. If I say you and I are in perils, that means हम दोनों danger में हैं. हम दोनों एक problematic situation में फंस गए हैं. We are in a serious fix. You could well place us both in peril. You could place us in danger in a problematic situation. That's peril. Okay, cool. ठीक है? And the next word is moment in the sun. Best time of your lives is the moment in the sun. सबसे popularity सबसे ज्यादा मिली हुई आपको, सब आपकी बातें कर रहे हैं. That's a moment in the sun. Organic foods are having their moment in the sun. Yes, everyone is talking about organic foods, buying organic and pesticide free. So it's having a moment in the sun. It's being talked about so much. And the last word, anecdote हम कर चुके हैं. Last word is lugging. That's like luggage only. Being very burdensome on your shoulders, carrying a lot of weight. It could be physical weight, it could be contextual weight. जैसे आप ड्रैग कर रहे हो कोई चीज को बहुत फोर्स के साथ में. फिजिकल वेट को भी ड्रैग कर सकते हो, प्रॉब्लम्स को भी ड्रैग कर सकते हो, एंजाइटी को भी ड्रैग कर सकते हो. Whatever you're dragging with a lot of weight is lugging. She began to lug her suitcase down the stairs. Here it's a physical weight, but it could be mental weight as well. That's our slide number 2, everyone. I hope you get all the words here. Do you? अच्छा, गेस कर सकते हो क्या टॉपिक है? मैं आपको सोर्स बताती हूँ न्यूज़पेपर का. The first article and rather the only article that I'll be taking will be from the Guardian. And can you guess what the source would be? किसके बारे में बात कर रहा है ये? Can you guess it? Anyone? I'll be asking you many questions. In the limelight, yes. Yes, that's related to a moment in the sun, France. You're right. Can you guess what the article can be talking about? हमने बहुत सारी ominously, heralded, peril, कुछ dangerous words discuss किए हैं. देखो, The Guardian usually talks about climate change, right? हमने बहुत articles देखे हैं Guardian में climate change के बारे में. But this article, okay, good guess, Devansh. This article is a little about climate change, but not really. Not really. So let's start with the article and let's see ecosystem. Yes, Pradyuman, you have a good guess. It's related to that as well, but not directly. Let's see. But before I take you to the articles, if you're targeting CAT 2022, a comprehensive course has been launched. If you wish to be taught by the serial 9900 percentilers and the teachers, please make sure you enroll yourself right away. This is the number of our counselors. Rush up. See us in the class very soon. Here we go. Read the page. Send me done when you're done. Little bit about nature, but not really. Let's read that. a lot to infer here. Send me done once you're done. That's my question, Prats. चलो Prats का question कौन answer करेगा? What does a canary in the coal mine mean? Second paragraph. Birds truly are the canary in the coal mine. Guess. Guess. Canary is a bird. Anna, that's a bird. Like swifts are birds, cuckoos are birds. 3 birds are they mentioned in the page. Any guesses, anyone? A canary in the coal mine? देखो, not a very difficult guess. I'll tell you why. क्योंकि इसके बाद उसका explanation है. तो ये actually metaphorically used है यहाँ. कैसे related है ये indicators for the health of a planet के साथ? आपको सिर्फ इतना infer करना है. Okay? All right. Coal mine danger, rare site, about to extinct. Abhilasha, you're absolutely right. It's a warning of the danger. A canary in the coal mine. There's a story behind why canaries are used in coal mines and everything. But the relationship here is that they are indicators of danger that's about to happen. Okay? That's what a canary in the coal mine means. Now, before I explain the story behind why canaries and coal mines are related, let me tell you a few more things before I ask you many questions. So then there were swifts, the first kind of birds mentioned, and then cuckoos. And both the birds, like cuckoos, हमारे country में जैसे cuckoos की sound आने लगती, we know it's mango season. We know it's summers, है ना? So similarly, swifts का भी वही relationship है. They arrive in summers in UK. Now, if these birds do not arrive in time, the author says it's worrisome. Okay, we'll talk about that later on. And then he starts talking about birds in detail. That something is bad with our planet, bad with our ecosystem. And then he takes the example of canary. So this is the third bird that's mentioned. Easy page, nothing much to infer. Next page mein chalte hain. Now, read this paragraph. It will tell you the story behind the canary in the coal mine. Read the whole page and send me a done. Hi, Ratul, please read the page. Send me done when you're done. What's the collective consciousness here? Answer this. the phrase that I've underlined, a collective consciousness. It says, however, I'm sure you've understood the canary in the coal mine relationship, okay? And when there were poisonous gases coming out, it gets a little tricky, Pradyuman. It gets trickier towards the end as well. So stick with me. The passage is not very long. We have only 4 pages. But it gets a little trickier as we move on. I'll explain it, okay? So we know that what a canary does in a coal mine, right? And why was it taken to a coal mine? Because the canaries would indicate that lethal gases were released and you have to leave that place. Yes. However, the image has risen above its origin, marking collective consciousness. What is the collective consciousness the author is referring to here? What is the collective consciousness? Rather, इस पूरी लाइन का मतलब क्या है? However, the image has risen above its origins, marking the collective consciousness. Who gets it? बच्चे आंसर तो करना पड़ेगा. Yes, okay, Neha. Good guess. Others? Okay. All right, Rajiv. Okay, let me explain it. All right. Rajiv, buzi pali ne ki? Did you get it? Others, you wouldn't get it. I'll tell you what this is. A canary in the coal mine, where an actual canary was taken to a coal mine. Okay? And it was an indicator that the poisonous gases are being released. Now, there's no physical canary being taken to a coal mine. It has merely taken place as an idiom. This image of canary in a coal mine has risen above the origin of taking a physical canary into a coal mine. It is now being used as an idiom marking the collective consciousness. The collective consciousness is that if we do not see birds, it's a herald of something dangerous. That is our collective consciousness here. Okay? Rajiv, I am born and brought up in Assam. I've stayed in Assam for 15 years. So I can speak and read and write fluently in Assamese as well. Okay. So, अच्छा बाकी लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं? We are all in danger. Yes, you're right. Devansh, you're right. The extinction of canary had an original problem of warning it. Yes. No, now it's not possible. Ye second half galat ho gaya, Prats. It's possible, but in a different way. Their non-arrival is a warning for us. Okay? And then this was the caged bird sings with a fearful trill of unknown things. अब देखो ध्यान से स्टार्ट करना. जो ये जिसको ये पैराग्राफ समझ में नहीं आया ना, all those people who did not get this paragraph, you'll have to be very, very attentive with this line. Now we start with caged birds. If there's a bird in cage and you see a bird in a cage, do you get really good feelings looking at that? No, you don't. It's a fearful feeling that you get, a feeling of being confined. Similarly, when you see a bird that's flying high in the sky, it is associated to freedom. So a bird in a cage is associated to bonding, you being confined in a place, and a bird that's flying is related to freedom. Agreed? They don't know borders, they don't need visas and permissions. And then comes birds like stork and birds like dove. आई एम श्योर आपने ये पिक्चर देखी होगी, ओल्ड टेस्टामेंट का पार्ट है, इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ many it's a part of the Bible as well. एक डव है, व्हाइट डव है, जिसके माउथ में एक ट्विग है ऑलिव का, ऑलिव के लीव्स हैं. आई एम श्योर यू हैव सीन दैट पिक्चर. तो देखो अब स्टोरी ना बिल्ड हो रही है. इट टॉक्स अबाउट केजड बर्ड्स, इट टॉक्स अबाउट फ्लाइंग बर्ड्स, इट टॉक्स अबाउट स्टॉर्क दैट ब्रिंग्स इन होप and dove that also brings in hope. It talks about 3-4 different types of birds and what they would denote. In this whole page, is the author focusing on the fact that if migratory birds don't come in time, it's dangerous for us? Does he talk about that in this whole page? In the whole page, did you get it even once in any line that if endangered birds, because that was the beginning of the paragraph, that if endangered birds don't arrive in time, it's dangerous. Yeah, that's the same dove, Prats. कहीं नहीं लिखा इस पूरे पेज में, कहीं नहीं लिखा कि अगर endangered bird लेट आ रही है तो हमारे लिए वो dangerous है. ये कहीं नहीं लिखा. नो, अभी तक सिर्फ एक बर्ड वो क्या इंडिकेट करती है, दूसरी बर्ड क्या इंडिकेट करती है, बट इनडायरेक्टली वो कोई चीज को हिंट करना चाह रहा है. ही इज ट्राइंग टू इंडिकेट समथिंग बिगर विद दीज मेटाफर्स. ओके, आगे देखते हैं क्या होता है. रीड द पेज. Yeah, the same one, Abhilasha. Exactly, the same one. Now read the page. Correct, Devansh. I'll ask you a very tricky question, everyone. The question is, one, what does this page talk about? And the next one is tricky. What does this page talk about? First answer this. What does this page talk about? Evolution. Absolutely. Yes, Abhilasha. It talks about evolution. Birds are getting smarter. They're very intelligent and they are actually very smart. There are many examples given in the page. Yes, exactly. It tries to talk about how intelligent they are. Imagine that a vulture is sitting on a barbed wire above a mined land, just waiting for an antelope to blow itself up. And then it would feed on it. Kuch nahi karna hai, just sit and wait. So modern. That means they are very smart, they're very intelligent, and that that a lot of evolution is happening in terms of ornithology as well. Okay, agreed. Now, how does this paragraph link to the previous para? Previous para में हमने क्या discuss किया था? We spoke about how birds have some indication. Caged birds, we have flying birds, stork, dove, how they indicate something. But yahan there is something else altogether. They're smart, there's evolution. How are they even linking? What's the link? What's the link? Okay, that the birds exist from dinosaurs. They evolve according to the intelligence of other creatures. वो तो इस पेज में है नहीं, हाँ, but previous पेज से क्या लिंक है? लिंक बताओ previous पेज से. I'll tell you the link. The link is that previous page talks about dove denoting this, stork denoting this, caged birds denoting this, flying birds denoting this. We thought we knew about birds, but this page says no, we don't know anything about birds. They are evolving faster than we can think of. हमको कुछ नहीं पता है birds के बारे में. इसीलिए we need to trust birds and their movement and what they're trying to tell us. We might not know everything about the birds. That's the link. Did you guys get the link, everyone? Yes, Prads, you're right. They're unknown. We don't know about them. The swifts that made their way back. अभी तक देखो ये जो migratory birds, they don't arrive in time, उसकी कोई बात नहीं हुई है passage में अभी तक. The author still hasn't discussed that. And it's the last page. See, this is the last page. Let's see. The swifts that made their way back from southern Africa never land except to lay and hatch the next generation. They can close one eye and send half of their brain sleep in order to complete their epic flight. They're very smart. Swifts are magical in the manner of all things that exist just a little beyond understanding. He reiterates the fact that we don't understand the birds at all. So many such migrants have been ominously late this year. Now the author starts talking about how they are getting late in their arrival, and since it is a late, they are heralding something bad that is about to happen. The thought that one day they might not return at all is the one that we ignore at our peril. It's scary, it's dangerous, and we need to focus on that. Now my question is, the author spoke about the delay in the arrival of migratory birds, which was a dangerous sign for us. Yes, but he spoke about it only in these two lines. So इस पूरे passage में वो कर क्या रहा है? What is he actually trying to tell us through the whole passage? सिर्फ लास्ट दो लाइन्स में बोला ना कि delayed in arrival is worrisome. But this पूरे passage में, then why is he talking? What is he talking about? I can say the last two lines are the conclusions. But then what else is he talking about? That's one thing I'd like to know from you. क्यों स्टॉर्क की बात कर रहा है, इंटेलिजेंस की बात कर रहा है, एवोल्यूशन की बात कर रहा है? Why is he talking about all this? आया कुछ समझ में? Did you get anything? Sai, you seem to be pretty quiet today. Birds are smarter and beyond our understanding, and we need to trust them. Yes, Yash. And we need to trust them because they're very smart. And we need to trust if there's a sign that they're trying to give us. They've evolved their importance, their significance. Yes. Trying to draw our attention through various examples. Yes. Trying to convince us that we are actually dependent on birds and their intelligence for our nature's sake. Very good, Anna. Very good. That. And then we have they are intelligence beyond our understanding. So they are not coming. It is a sign of danger. Correct. So all of you got it. Okay. So I am sure all of you got it. Tone is a little tricky. That's what your homework is. That's the only article I'll take today. For those people who joined me late, I'm a little unwell today. And I would not be able to take more than one article. But I'll see you again next Tuesday. And I'll be bringing either a longer article for an hour or maybe two of them. Today my class would be... I'll conclude it here today. Make sure you like the video, comment under my video with your homework. That is the tone of the author. Share the video and subscribe to it if you haven't done the channel. Subscribe the channel yet. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, and download our app on Google Play. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a very, very good day. God bless you.